Of those songs that every time I hear it, I can't help but, start to think about getting older, getting a few years behind me now. Got more days behind me than I do in front of me. You know what I'm talking about. Alan Jackson released The Older I Get October 20th, 2017, right around the time he was being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. The song wasn't just another radio single, it was personal for him. It was his first new release in several years, and it came out as kind of a reflection of everything he's learned over a lifetime in country music and life itself. It didn't top the Billboard charts, but honestly, it didn't have to. What made it powerful was the message. It resonated with people because it was real. It was about slowing down, appreciating people over possessions, and finding peace with who you've become. One of my favorite lines says, "The older I get, the more I think you only get a minute. Better live while you're in it, because it's gone in a blink." Man, that's the truth right there. We spend so much time worrying about what's next, what's missing, or what we didn't get right. But as the years go by, you realize the time doesn't slow down. So you've got to live while you're in it. Another line that really hit me. And if they had a fountain of youth, I would drink a drop, and that's the truth. That's confidence. That's peace. It's someone saying, I've lived, I've learned, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. That line speaks to me deeply because when I look back on my own journey through childhood struggles living with ulcerative colitis since I was 8, I made even my time in prison. I can say the same thing. If there was a way to go back and erase it all, I wouldn't. Because those hard years, those lessons, the pain, and the growth, they made me who I am today. Every scar, every failure, every comeback, man, that's part of the story that shaped creating change. And I think that's the heart of this song. It's not just about getting older, it's about getting better, learning to appreciate the people who stick by you, stop chasing approval, and to finally feel at peace with who you are and where you are. Alan sings, "The older I get, the fewer friends I have." But you don't need a lot when the ones that you got are the ones that's got your back. I don't have a big circle, but the circle I have, man, I put my life in on it. That is so real. As we grow our circle, it gets smaller, but the people who stay, those are who matter. They're the ones who've seen you at your lowest and never stop believing in you. That's something money can't buy, guys. That's what makes you rich. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't a sad song. It's actually full of life. Because as he says, funny how it feels. I'm just getting in my best years yet. And I believe that too. And I love the attitude. I feel that too. I'm not 20 anymore. My body reminds me of that every time I bend over too quick. But the older I get, the more I laugh, the more I appreciate mornings like it was this morning. The more I value simple things, good cup of coffee, a real conversation, time with people. That's what matters the most. That's the gift of growing older. You finally start to get it. So if you're watching this right now and feeling like time is flying by, just know this. You're not running out of time. You're becoming who you were meant to be. The older I get reminds us to slow down, to be grateful, and to celebrate the journey. Wrinkles, scars, lessons, all of it. Alan Jackson may have written it about his own life, but it speaks to every one of us trying to find meaning as the years roll by. Now, he didn't write it completely on his own, and I'll leave the names of the writers in here for you. But he added things of his personal journey to make it personal about him, and I can feel it. So today, take a moment, breathe, look around at the people who matter most, smile, because the older we get, the better we get, if we choose to. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here for being part of creating change. If the message resonated with you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs a reminder today, and drop it in the comments. What's one thing you've learned as you've gotten older? Guys, I appreciate y'all being here. As always, always good vibes. to all of my beautiful people. And until next time, y'all take care.